Good morning, everyone. My name is Shannon. Welcome to King Family Farm. Yesterday, I had some appointments that were canceled, so my girlfriends and I decided to do a road trip down to Fredericton, and we visited Scott's, which is one of my favorite greenhouses. So I did some filming in there, which I'm going to show you and put together. Our onions have germinated and they're doing well, so I'm going to show you those. First, I'm going to give these guys some water here. You can see they're eating inside, but everything is kind of frozen out here. It's about minus 17 this morning Celsius, so it's fairly chilly, but it's a nice sunny day, so it's going to warm up nice. The girls and I decided today to do a road trip and spur of the moment. So we're here at Scott's Greenhouse in Fredericton. If you live in the area or within a couple hours and you've never been, I highly recommend it. It's a great place, great staff, wonderful selection, good prices. So here they just have lots of really nice house plants this time of year. They don't have a whole lot of things that you're going to put outside, although a lot of these could be moved outside when it warms up and there's no frost and that type of thing. But they just have this wonderful selection, and I just love going and looking, and the smell inside is just fantastic. A lot of their houseplants, they start in a 4-inch pot, and then if you want a bigger plant, you can get a bigger plant. Some of them they don't have. I really like this one. It's just beautiful. And I was particularly taken with this. I didn't buy it, but I have a thing for plants that just have those red stems underneath. I love these little strings. They're so pretty. And I have one of these, but she's not doing as good as this one. This is just beautiful. This one's called Bonnie. It's a miniature curly spider. And they just have this really, really great selection of pothos that I enjoy. I have a couple of them. This is like the Swiss cheese plant, which is really pretty. I think I might buy this. This is a smaller pot of string of hearts, but they're just so pretty. These are called lithops. They're a living stone. They're really neat looking. Very slow growing type of cactus. It's just winter plant therapy. They're just beautiful. I love the jungle. I love the bigger plants because they're just so nice and lush, but I usually buy the smaller ones because the fun for me is growing them out. But this Monstera is just beautiful. And that's the back of those spider plants. How did I miss this? It's beautiful. Beautiful. They have smaller ones, do they? Let me see. Let me see. It's so pretty. So pretty. So very pricey. Oh, it's gorgeous. And this is the Senecio Rallianus, the string of pearls. And this is the string of teardrops. And I think that's all the ones they have. It looks like they've got some variegated ones over there. And here's the string of dolphins. These are just really cool. This is really pretty. It's a mixed planter. And this right here, this wandering dude, you'll be able to bring this in. Trandescantia is the botanical name. There's a bunch of different colors of this. And then it's got a spider, which is kicking out some babies. This is just fantastic. It's really pretty.
So this here is the variety of rock dust and green sand and fertilizers I really, really like using. The Neptune Harvest, they have a bunch of different varieties. The one I use is this blue jug.
So we made a decision. I'm getting this really, really ridiculously huge spider plant, but I love it. It's gorgeous. This tray is the Parade Organic that we started. It's a scallion, and the seeds are a little older, but the germination, it took a little longer to germinate, but the germination on them's not bad. And they're still, you can see, they're just starting to come up. They come up like folded in half, and then they pop open and stand up. So they're coming along. So they'll take off now with extra light. We've got them under the light now, and the sun and the heat. They'll take off. I've filled a 50 cell tray with potting soil. I don't generally use particular. I don't generally use a particular starting medium. Just potting mix is fine. So I'm going to do leeks. Now I have 2 different brands, but they're the same variety of leek. They're both Tadorna, sorry. So, and this one says it has 100 to 125 seeds, and this one doesn't tell me how many seeds are in it. Oh, it does on the front. 200 seeds. So this one was packed for 2023, and this one was packed for 2020. Been a while. So we're going to put them both in. I want to fill these cells with about 4 or 5 seeds apiece. So that's what we're going to do. The general rule of thumb for planting seeds is to put them no more than twice their width deep. So I'm just going to put them on top and then push them in gently. I don't want to poke them way down in. So we want them to get a nice root system on them, but seeds only have enough oomph to get to the surface, and then they need to photosynthesize. So they're not going to be able to grow if you plant them, say, a ½ inch deep. They're going to really struggle to get to the surface. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 2. I guess I should do 4. I don't want to overdo them. Oops. But I really like leeks. I like cooking with them. I love the flavor. I do not love spending $6 for 2 leeks at the grocery store. So if I can grow them myself, they are a crop that's going to take a long time. They taste better after frost. So they do need to go in early, but they're pretty easy to grow. Looks like we're getting cloud cover now. I thought it was going to be sunny today, but I don't think it is, which is too bad. And I can't decide if I'm going to tap maple trees. I was going to set up our taps this weekend. Maybe I'll do it next weekend. It has to be done by next weekend because we're going to start getting the right weather the following week. And I do like to have them done before March. So, the other thing I did yesterday is I ordered some pullets from the co-op. I've been looking at bringing in some different breeds. I need to bring in some new blood as well. So that, I'm working on that as well. I haven't fully decided what I'm doing. I started my incubator yesterday, or this morning actually. I turned it on yesterday to make sure the heat was running right. And I have put 36 eggs in it this morning. So that's the plan. And then once that hatches, I am going to set that incubator up at my daughter's school for a grade 4 or 5 class that I have subbed in before. And they are very excited about having baby chicks in their classroom. And I'm kind of excited to set it up for them. So I'm going to kind of push them down so that they have contact with the soil really, really well. And then just really lightly put a bit of soil over top of them. And that's kind of it. I got that spider plant that I bought yesterday, and it's upstairs on a plant pedestal that used to be my mother's. And it's massive. And I just love it. It looks gorgeous. And it was a steal of a deal at Scott's yesterday. $25 for this massive plant. So I was more than happy to give them my money for that. And I do love a spider plant. They just look so lush and full and tropical, and they're really, really easy care. I did put back the string of hearts. I decided I didn't want to. I find for me, the last time I had a string, it was a string of turtles. And it got covered in mealybugs, and there was just no way for me to deal with that. And I tossed it out, and I was kind of disappointed. So I'm feeling a little blah about the string of whatever plants. But if you have the chance, go down to Scott's or up, depending on which way you're coming from. I highly recommend it. If you're down in the Moncton area, MacArthur's is also wonderful, and their staff is super knowledgeable. I've always had great luck down there. And they have a wonderful pot selection, like cash pots for covering your plastic, like liner pots and that type of stuff. They have a really nice selection and really good value. So Scott's had some nice terracotta yesterday. I have so many pots that I decided that was not on the list of things I needed yesterday. Although very, very tempting. And I didn't get the chance yesterday to walk through all their greenhouses, but they don't tend to mind if you don't touch anything. But if you walk through their prop houses, they have way more greenhouse than like the main floor. And they will open it up to the public with plants for sale when their main season gets going. But you can kind of walk in and see just how massive Scott's is. And there's just this, I'll pop an aerial photo of Scott's like right in this area here. Because you can just see how massive it is. It's a huge operation, a really nice family-run business. I hope they do really well this year. Like all of us in the Maritimes, we were just so wet last year. They struggled right along with us. You know, we're a small. I sell plants, but I'm not on their scale. But everybody struggled last year to sell plants because it was just such terrible weather. It was so wet. So hopefully they have a great season because they're really fantastic people. So I'll pop a link for them as well in the description. So that's pretty much it. I've got my onions done. I need to do some perennials, but I need to mix up some soil blocking mix, which means I got to sift a bunch of soil. And I don't know if I'm going to do that today, but we're going to see. It's Sunday. I'm kind of debating. I think I need more coffee. So that's what we're going to do. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the little look at Scott's, and we'll see you next time.